Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit-led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure, where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides to past lives to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affects the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves, and sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also, we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, we are joined by Alex, otherwise known as the Psych Witch, over on TikTok. She's pretty well known over on the Witch Talk circle, so our live was filled with people there to support and love on this individual. It was a really great live. It started out a little bit on the slow side because there was a lot of protection around Alex, but we were able to have her, kind of let us in a little bit. We can move a little bit faster, and then once things really sped up, they really sped up. This is the first time that Kate and I have actually had the opportunity to work with Alex. It was a blast. We love her. We're so excited that we got a chance to work with her. We went into a little bit of childhood, a little bit of like crazy, weird dimensional stuff. Alex's kid was in the background, her little daughter, and there was some tools and stuff there that the child was bringing up. Anyway, I don't want to give it all away, so I'll leave it at that. Without further ado, if you love the bad bitches, and that's your fucking problem, on with the podcast. Jiminy Christmas. Hi.
Hey! Let me turn you up.
Dude, I had the volume full blast. As soon as I went onto your live, it was like, a request to join. I was like, holy fuck, that was fast. And then I hit accept, and then this was full. I was like, what is going on? Alex is here.
Don't forget to press the camera, Alex. No! Alex!
Alex, turn the camera on. We want to see it.
I said it.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Hi. Hey.
You guys are both so bright, and my lighting's like super yellow. That's okay. It's fine.
I'm in front of my 1,200 lights of makeup mirror. So.
Oh, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really see y'all anyway because TikTok made it small. So.
It's teeny tiny.
Yeah. Not like it used to be.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, Gina. Hey, everyone. Okay. Is there anything in particular you want to work on, Alex?
Not in particular. I'm kind of interested to see what pops up. So.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay. That is what I said.
So, I feel like I'm having a hard time hearing y'all. Can y'all talk a little bit, please?
Words.
There it is. Okay. It was my... Okay. So can I just go for it?
Go for it.
Okay. Can you say like, hey team, do you want to work with Kat and Kate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi team, do you want to work with Kat and Kate?
That feels really weird. I'm trying to feel that out. Hold on just a second. I don't think I've ever felt this before.
And
That's
their
what
mouths are watering. I'm just not sure why.
It feels really weird because it's making my ear tongues do the things like people are eating, but it's not eating sounds. Are they puppies? They're not puppies, are they?
If they're puppies, they're bald puppies. They could be puppies. They did like when you said that. Sorry, I feel like I'm way close to the camera. Even though I'm not.
We're tiny. I can back up.
Oh. Okay.
I keep getting closer.
No, don't. Okay. Then I feel like this thing of hair. Okay. All right. I don't know. I think they're. I think they're bald puppies.
Bald puppies.
Why do you have bald puppies? What is this for? What is this connected to? What is this?
Bald puppies.
I don't know. They. Whenever you were like, would y'all like to work with Kat and Kate? They were like, nah. And then yeah, they like rolled out their tongue. That's like the best way I can put it. There's.
But it was like the drawings of the like drippy thing. It was like it's not actual drool. It's like Hollywood drool. So like their tongues rolled out, and then it was like drool marks. Like I used to draw. I don't know.
Harley wants to know how much they are for sale in April. I don't know. 500 Astral points.
Oh my god. So, it's not trauma pants tonight. It's bald puppies.
Bald puppy pants.
Bald puppy pants.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Can I tell a story? Can I tell a Sim story?
A Sim story? Hell yeah!
Yes. Okay. All right. So for your class, Kate, I did like a thing that does half of Fergalicious and all other lyrics are in Simlish. And so I'm playing it and Ben is like, I don't know what this is, but I can't understand it. And I was like, it's talking half in Simlish. And then he was like, I don't know what that means. And I was like, what? And I was like, you don't know what The Sims? And he's like, well, I know what The Sims are. I've just never played it. So I bring up this video. I don't know why I need to go into this, so I'm just going to go with it. I bring up this video on YouTube to show him Sims, and I would show him how Sims can have sex, because what else would I bring up? It's like, Sims can have sex.
Woohooing.
So, yes, woohooing. So I brought it up, and this guy is like, first of all, I can't. Whatever. His voice didn't match his Sim character. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And his house didn't match his Sim character. And he was calling over this girl so he could woohoo her, right? So he keeps calling her over, and she leaves him, like, doesn't show up for like hours. Like it turns to day, night, and he's like, no, because in this life, I'm gonna woohoo this bitch. Like, it's gonna happen. And like, so we spend the time, and it's kind of funny, and she finally shows up, and she's like building a snowman, and he's like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Okay, so anyway, so she leaves, and then he goes, fine, fuck it, I'm gonna woohoo the maid. And I was like, whatever, typical guy. Okay, cool, whatevs. So he goes, gets it on with the maid. She automatically right away goes to woohoo with the guy. Oh, Kate gets distracted by the heart. For those of you listening at home, a heart appeared on the screen. So he goes to woohoo with the maid, and as soon as he's done with her, he goes to alter what she looks like because he couldn't have had sex with someone so ugly. And the first thing he did was alter her skin tone to make it lighter, and then changed her fucking hair, and the whole thing was so fucking gross. Okay, and that's the end of that story, but the astral dollars reminded me of simoleons, and then I needed to tell that, and I don't know why I needed to tell that, or how it's relevant, and I'm done with the story now.
It's very interesting that even when these bitches are make-believe, sorry, even when they don't exist, even when they don't exist, they're not good enough.
Well, I have never woohooed a maid yet, but
it's on Alex's bucket list.
It is now.
Woohoo the maid, then change her appearance.
I don't think you would do that.
No.
No.
But I would woohoo a maid. just not the part afterwards where I was a dick bag.
Sarah says, do you need to alter the puppies?
No.
Do they need not to be bald?
I guess so. Well, I feel like they're not bald for a reason. Do you work with fire a lot?
Yeah, I mean, like I do a lot of candle workings and everything.
I think that's why they're bald.
Like I burn their hair off?
I think it's so they can be around the candles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because otherwise, like, even though it's not physical, right? If that makes sense, like, the properties of these not physical things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
Their properties are going to adapt to your physical things, to your physical needs.
that's funny because I was just thinking last night. I was doing just a friend asked me for a quick like pendulum reading, and I always light a candle for my guides or my spirits. And that's I mean I kind of communicate through flame too with them at times.
Oh.
And it was obnoxious last night. Like there was just a lot of flame for one tiny little candle that had nothing on it. So.
Because Kat even got, like, you don't need to change them. And it's like, that seems, like, yeah, they don't seem like they are unhappy being bald. They seem very happy.
No Rogaine. No Rogaine needed.
No Rogaine. You know what it's called in Australia? Regain. I just think it's hilarious. Because, like, they still have to say. It's really funny. Yeah.
It makes more sense.
Yeah, it's like you regain your hair back. Why is it so shiny?
Do they need regain? Do they need Rogaine? No, because they're not supposed to be altered. Do they? Were you working on a justice kind of working?
Not in a long time. No.
It was more like just a pendulum, like figure things out for them kind of thing, right?
Yeah. It was just like a yes or no. They had a question about like a sign from their spirits and making sure that they were reading things right, basically.
And Regain in the U.S. is couples therapy.
Okay, and then see the couples therapy, then the sins thing, then the justice working, then the dogs, then the song when Kate told us to talk was the like, "Mama don't go," like Daddy's in the body shop. Can you do this for me real quick, Alex? Can you just say, hey puppies?
Hey puppies.
Will you guys deliver divine justice wherever you're supposed to?
Will you guys deliver divine justice wherever you're supposed to?
Oh, did you do working for a friend? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Okay. No.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Working for a friend. It's been like 2 months since the last working I did for a friend.
Okay.
That's probably why they were salivating.
Yeah, it was specific. I mean, it was specifically healing working.
Mm.
So, actually, because he's already talked about it on here, it was for Paul, Lucid Purgatory. So, for his sunburn, his sun nastiness that he got.
Oh, I see.
Then it's not connected to that.
Yeah. Unless you work in your sleep a lot. That's like the
I have obnoxious my dreams since I was a kid, I lucid dream like almost every night.
On purpose or accident?
I don't want it to keep happening.
Okay.
Like I'm okay with it happening like a couple times a week. But it's to the point where I'm making decisions like all night long and it's exhausting and I'm not getting like actual quality sleep. But it's also I don't know if there is a purpose or not. After walking with Witchfoot, had Witchfoot visits. Usually Witchfoot ends up slapping me on the back of the head in my dreams. So. It's like a give slap. That's exactly what it looks like.
I feel
I
like
want to cry. I don't know what's happening, but I want to cry really hard.
it's that I know you don't watch SpongeBob or you haven't watched SpongeBob Cat. I don't know if you have, Alex, but you know that scene where they're selling chocolate and it's him and Patrick walking and he's like, I feel like somebody wants to sell me something. And then they'd like turn around and it's nobody. Okay, that's the scene I get. Who like is somebody trying to tell you something? Like, does that make sense? I feel like somebody's trying to get to you in your dreams, but not on purpose. Does that make
Not
sense?
get to you, attack you, get to you, deliver a message.
Yes.
So when I ended the reading last night, the candle, I left it on for a little bit, and it just kept like, you know how when you see people, I don't know if you've seen this, the way that I communicate through it is when it flickers really rapidly, I'm like, okay, that's a yes, or like, and if it just stays still when I ask a question, it's no. And it just kept randomly like flickering really badly. I checked like to see if my heat was on because I was like, this is weird. And then I was like, do I need to like, is there a message for me that I need to be aware of? Got a yes. And then I was like, do I need to pull out the pendulum? No. Do I need to get my cards out? No. Are you going to tell me in a dream tonight? Yes. And then I don't know what I don't remember like a message at all, like anything like that last night. So.
Hold on just a minute. What's up? What's up, Kate?
He was looking for his charger.
Are you kidding me? Punch him in his face.
Regain for couples.
Jesus. I did just switch him out though, and he was looking for his old one for his headphones. So that's anyway.
Okay. When you were talking, so Kate got distracted. I don't know how much of it you caught. Do you want me to recap you?
Yes, please.
She asked for a message. She asked if there was a message for her. She got yes. She said, do I need to get my pendulum? No. Do I need to get my cards? No. Am I going to get it in my sleep? Yes. While you were talking, Alex, my teeth are clenched. My jaw is clenched tight. And then also before you started talking about SpongeBob, Kate, I started to get super emotional and wanting to cry.
And there's a hook in my chest. So, yeah. So it makes me go, it's still like, somebody wants to tell me something. Yeah, no shit, we got that. What do they want to say? Okay. It's definitely a male.
My ears are turning red. It's a male, like on the right side. The left one. Oh, the left one is too. Never mind.
There's so many questions. Like, I don't want to invade anything, but like, do you have exes that still talk to you? Unless this is like friends.
I have one ex that like added me on Snapchat a while ago, but I don't talk to her, sort of thing.
It's still playing that that song, the Body Shop song, but it's like mumbled.
I heard earlier the you know the TikTok audio that's like it's the Lizzo in a minute, I'm Anita, and then it goes into like the Swedish chef going.
Yes.
Yes. There's lots of mumbled. It's mumbled.
Spirits Nasty, please apply Cat's detangling of roots healing to all this. I can't tell if this is someone wanting you like that or if it's trying to tell a story. Hey, Alex's team. Unless you talk dogs, I'll just ask y'all, what is going on here? It's a guy, and he's naked.
I'm so sorry.
That's what I'm getting. But it's definitely a ritual. So he's doing some kind of, like, I don't know. I feel like he just wants to talk to you, though. Like, I'm not seeing anything. Huh?
Let's go this. Let's get immersed. Let's go immerse ourselves into wherever the fuck this is to figure it out. So not in the dream, not mumbled messages. Let's go into wherever the fuck this timeline overlap thing is that's clouded by filters. So spirit, if it's in the highest good, you have to say it, Alex.
Sorry. Spirit, if it's in the highest good.
Please take me.
Please take me
to the most impactful point.
To the most impactful point.
I need to heal about this.
I need to heal about this.
Spirit, please take me to the most impactful point that I need to heal about this with Alex. Okay. It put me in like a bakery, and I was like, this cannot be correct. I was like, let me say it out loud. Where did you go, Alex?
I totally pulled out, to be very honest. And I don't know why.
Do you know, okay, this might be a silly question. Do you know how you channel? Like, do you see or feel or know or hear?
So usually, it kind of depends. Usually for me, it's just like I either hear or I just know.
Okay. Where did you go, Kat?
I got taller. There was a lot of white space, and I was looking up. So when you said bakery, I was like, oh, chef hat. That's what was white and tall. Because I don't fucking know. I can't see shit. So when you said bakery, I was like, yeah, I guess so.
Well, there's lots of
and then I was like, okay, is it Ratatouille? Is there any fucking way that the stabbing on the top of your head is a rat under your hat?
Okay, so all day today, I kept getting the song, am I a lady or am I a rat? And if I'm a rat, then I'm a ladylike rat. Have you ever heard that song?
The same thing with this, yes. Harley got the same thing with the Swedish chef, mumbling, and puppies. Chef hat, Swedish chef, mumbling puppies. Harley's like, got the puzzle pieces, guys. I'm here for you. I'm going to write it all down. I'm going to help you out.
So that's you. What side was your head stabbing on today?
Left.
Left? In the past, month, something has shifted in the way that my team communicates with me, and I don't know why or, what the purpose is. I just made a video about it yesterday. But it's been, I know, someone's there and fucking with something. Not fucking, bad way, but just, messing stuff up. Because I've had these, it's like tingles, little tiny taps on my head, and it makes me feel like I have lice. I don't. But it's been tingles on my left side. Little rat fingers.
They're little rat fingers. And I think that's why they can't communicate. It's like trying to guide you. Okay, go say, Spirit, please take me to the earliest point of this.
Spirit, please take me to the earliest point of this.
That I can heal.
That I can heal.
Okay, my head is down. I don't have the hat on. I'm looking down at something.
I've never watched Ratatouille, but I know that he takes the kid's hair and steers him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what he's looking down at, because I thought that he was rubbing his chest, for some odd reason, in a really gross way. But it's because he has the hairs. That makes sense.
Grabbing the chest hairs?
That's what it looked like, and I was like, no, there's other fur here. Oh, that's hair. I thought he was just doing this to himself.
What's the guy's name on Ratatouille? What's his name?
Elliot? Is that right? Elliot?
He's
know
like French or something.
I thought you talked about the rat. I was gonna say the rat is Remy. I don't know.
No,
Remy?
the guy.
Remy.
Remy.
Oh, I was gonna say Remy. That's a game. I feel like somebody in here has kids or has even seen it themselves, and they know. Oh, okay. Optimistic Cynic said it was Elliot.
Okay, Alex, can you see if you can merge with that entity or that dimensional being or whatever the fuck? So, Spirit of It's in My High is good.
Elliot is from
It's in My
Open
High is
Season.
good.
Please merge me with the chef kid
Please merge me with the chef kid
from Ratatouille.
from Ratatouille.
It's merging. It's merging butt first? Oh.
I don't know why they're so like that, but they have a lot of innuendos, and I know like it's what I keep seeing.
Well, Alex has more innuendos than I do, and I have a lot, so I'm not really shocked about that.
That tracks.
We can't show this on a kid show.
Hi. Are you okay?
Which
Sorry.
one of your kids is the rat, Alex?
Is it this one?
Possibly. They might be able to merge with the rat.
Mom,
Can you merge with the rat
Mom,
From Ratatouille?
from Ratatouille?
how do you wash makeup?
Yep, you have lots of makeup.
Mom, how do you wash it off?
Water.
But I already tried one and it didn't save my hand.
I will help you after I'm done, okay?
But I want to get it off right now.
Go get a washcloth and get it wet.
They're sticky when they merge with it. If that makes sense. It looks like gum.
And the-
Alfredo linguine,
It's Alfredo Linguini. That's right.
which is
That's
not
right.
a French
You
name.
love Alfredo.
No, it's like an Italian thing. But I think that's why they want to clean off so badly. They're sticky.
Oh.
Like they're like, I need to clean off now. I'm sticky, even though it's makeup.
Yeah.
Like they're very much like I need to clean off now.
Yeah, because she was totally fine with like piling tons of makeup on herself about a half hour ago. So
Yeah, and then all of a sudden she's like, I'm sticky right now. I want to clean it now.
Because of the dimensional form coming out. Like, that's, I know it seems strange, but like the connected feelings on the back of your head and all that, it's all connected. And how we figure that out is something will just happen, like out of nowhere. A form of you will just literally call out, if that makes any sense.
Okay, so what's going on? Did you call your child he, she, or they? Like, what's the pronouns for your child?
oh, that's she, Ellie.
Okay. The left side kind of tracks for that too, because for me, left side's feminine when it comes to energy stuff. Also, from what I've gathered, like if you're feeling it here, it's someone that you're close to, or if you're a medium, it would be how you would tell like other things. But when it comes to someone like attacking or someone in the witchy community attacking, it's usually a direct hit down the center because they mask, but you can still feel them. But it's like a way to not be able to tell as fast who it is. That just felt like a little bit of a thing for you, right? The last couple of months. So now I want to ask you, what has she been trying to get your attention on? What has she been directing you towards?
She has wanted to do a lot of imaginative play lately. And she had a really hard time adjusting to going back to school this year. So I figured she was just trying to connect through that play.
Yeah, but she's trying to deliver a message, and she's trying to direct you towards something. Like, is it direct you towards something or direct you away from something? Because it's guiding, and she'd be one of your guides. For a while, like during quarantine, all of my guides were in physical form as my kids. I like had no astral team. I mean, that were like, of course you have hundreds, but all I had present were like physically my kids. So I'm wondering if she's like overlapping here.
So right now she has, over the last like week or so, she's been building this village in the playroom, and it's been out of like Legos, and then she's taking like her Barbie dolls. She has a mail system that runs down like this Hot Wheels ramp and delivers packages to the town, sort of thing. Like, it's very intricate.
Okay, Casey Ray's been wanting me to do Legos for the past month out of nowhere. Like build Emmett's house, and I have to build a slide. I have to build a slide with the Legos.
Yeah, she's got that ramp and then another slide that everybody can go down to into like this little blue pool.
And it's a pool. It's about a pool too. And yep, and it's Legos specifically. And every day Casey Ray gets home and she asks me if I want to play Legos with her. And she needs to build, she says build Emmett's house because that's the Lego movie or whatever, but okay, what is this?
My head feels so weird.
And
I was staring at the light, and I look over, and there's a shadow, and there's a key over there, and you know how the light turns. What did you just see, Kate?
No, it's just everything's I don't know how to put it, like pixeled, and then like it glitched, so that was weird. And I'm wondering if
Like Minecraft?
yeah.
My son plays Minecraft obsessively.
And I just saw a TikTok last night that said if you want to piss off your kid, call their Minecraft, what the fuck was it, computer Legos?
Now I have to do that.
Hey, go play your computer Legos.
Oh, you playing computer Legos? I remember when I
So
used to do that as a kid.
Great.
Okay. Why are you
This is
guys
so
building
slow.
a town?
This is going so slow.
Alex, you have a lot of protections over your head. Just saying. It makes it really difficult to go fast.
Do you
Oh,
want?
okay.
Is there something I can say to?
Are you doing like this? Just
Yeah.
now?
I had a little fruit fly.
Oh, because you just cleared the fog. So I thought that that's what you were
Thank
doing.
you. Thank you, fruit fly, that it was going to get my
I
mouth.
thought that's what you were doing. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Like Phoebe, like picking my aura.
It's what it
Yes.
it seemed very
Right.
methodical. That's interesting. Is this like a foundation? Are they building a foundation to whatever work that you're doing? That's what it seems like.
What can work?
I don't know, like,
So I know you work Montessori, right?
Yep.
And that's very hands-on textile learning.
Yeah.
I got for the jump.
What jump?
Are you wanting to like switch careers or something? What are you trying to do?
I mean, I'm debating like I've had like 14 different majors. I have no idea what I want to do with my life. That's part of, it's just, I think it's part of my I recently was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I think it's part of that. Because I have no idea like what myself is really.
Okay, when you said that, the same thing that's inside Ben's head, that little conference of Ben's, Alex has a conference of Alex's. Like, when she tries to make a decision, it's like she asks all the Alexes, and they all are like, I don't know, what do you? I don't know, what do you? What do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
There's just so much I'm interested in. Like I can't just pick one thing.
If you
And
had
it
a
reminds
conference
me-
with Alex, you could. Sorry.
It reminds me of the Barbies were like from the Toy Story 3 movie, and it's just like, I'm career Barbie, I'm astronaut Barbie, I'm veterinarian Barbie. Kate, You said have a conference with the other Alexes?
Yeah, like you're already at the table. You're already at the table of Alexes. There's so many Alexes, though. There's so many Alexes that you're like, which Alex do I want to be? I don't know, Alexes. Can you merge all of the Alexes into one and then shoot them back to where they need to go to their correct dimensions?
Are you getting distracted, Alex?
No, it's like, well, I mean, she's distracting all the time. But
She's
No,
trying
it
to
was-
tell you something.
yeah, she is. And you can come talk to me. What's up, babe? Honey,
I don't know where the rags are.
if you go into the bathroom on the side of the tub, there's a washcloth there, and you can get it wet and wipe your face off. Okay. But no, it was like this like tunnel vision. You know how like perspective drawings are, where it's
Yeah.
like they all come to a focal point. It was like
Exploded you.
it was like that, like Star Wars style, like flying through the galaxy and like right in my face for a second, and then she was there, and I was like, what? Too much. Stop.
Oh, did you merge with them? Is that what, or did you merged all of them all together?
I don't know. It
Okay.
felt like, yeah, it just felt like a perspective drawing. Like,
Whenever you squinted your eyes, I was like, oh, she's doing it. She's one of those people that just does it instead of like saying the things. Just like with the this. Like you just do it. You're like, yep, that sounds good. Okay, anyway.
What a great idea. I should do that sometime. You just did it. Oh.
Yes.
that sounds like me, oblivious to like what I'm actually doing.
It's making like emotions come up. So whenever it gets like phlegm, I guess, if it goes down from the head, that's like congestion from thoughts clearing. If it comes up from the chest, that's congestion from emotions clearing. So when you merge the things, then you said, I'm oblivious to what I do. And then it just went like emotion phlegm up through clearing the throat.
And I wanted to like go, that's not true, Alex. So it's like, yeah, it's Do you talk to yourself a lot?
Yeah, like all day long.
You're talking to the Alexes.
Yeah.
Great. My
So-
psychiatrist is gonna love when I tell him that.
Did you know that I talk to Alexes all day?
There are multiple Alexes in my head.
Well, not anymore. They're all merged into one.
Well,
There's
mixed together.
there's just one big Alex now, so it's like I
Do you
hear
know those-
Alex in my head.
Yes, do you know those fucking god dang it. They're like those trippy things where it goes into a head, into a head, into a head, into a head. That's kind of what it's like a Russian doll of Alex's. It's like you all merged into one, but you still have the conversations, but you're like, no, I'm one. And then it's conversation one, and it just keeps going, which is probably what that vortex thing that you saw was. Like the never-ending mirror tunnel. How the fuck did we put that?
Sorry, hoes hate me because I'm the it girl, and I don't really mean to be the shit girl. That's what it keeps playing in my head. I don't know if you know this, but Alex is a baddie, and I don't know if you just like stifle that, or if it's
Use
because you
sarcasm.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know if it's because you teach, so you have to like have a certain level of professionalism.
So I actually don't specifically teach. I get the fun job of being the school secretary.
Ooh,
And so I get to be like, the kids come down and I get them in trouble for hanging out with me. Person.
yes, yes. Okay.
I mean, I deal with everything like with sarcasm and humor. That's just
It's sarcastic and like you know that you're badass, but for some reason when Kate said Alex is a baddie, you were like, I'm just gonna be sarcastic and silly about it. Like it wasn't gross.
But
It just-
secretly you know you're a baddie.
But
But
you
that's
know
okay.
that you are. But, like, why the demure demeanor? Like, why?
Well, if I had to honestly analyze it, because if I don't live up to that at any point, then it's like it's not true anymore. So it's better if I just end it before it begins.
Okay, I understand that. But that reminds me of an analogy that Kate used last night for Ben. There's like, I'm not going to use the same analogy because I'm not going to be able to. You can. Maybe she will understand it. There's a platter. there's all these aspects of Alex on there. And if there's something on the platter that is you, but someone else doesn't like it or has an allergy to it or just doesn't like the smell of it, instead of addressing it, like, you throw it away and you're like, I just won't be that then. And it's like a people pleaser kind of aspect, but it's like it doesn't go away. It's still always there. So you can like pretend and hide it like gum underneath the platter, but it's still there.
But it creates a pimple that never has a head. Like, it never comes to a head. It's just a pimple that ever grows.
You know what's funny, Kate, is I didn't know you were gonna, because you said the pimple thing last night, but I had already said something else. I'm just gonna say it. Ben has a pimple on his back right now that doesn't have a head, that is forming.
Oh.
And it's from that shit.
Oh.
Palatable.
Palatable. Interesting. It actually makes me think of that TikTok trend where it's like, blah, blah, swear to God, I'm something from the church. And if you try to hide, it never goes away. And then it's like talking about like somebody being secretly trans or like, yeah.
The one where they do the.
There was another one, like one of them is with that thing or the angel or whatever. And there's another one where it's like, they're like, they tried to hide the fact that they were trans or tried to hide the fact that they were gay or
And it never
whatever.
goes away.
Yeah. And they're like, and if you try to hide, and then they show a picture of themselves when they were like younger, and they're like, then they pan to themselves now, and they're like, it never goes away. That's what it makes me think of. So I'm going to try to think of an example. Oh, go ahead.
I want to ask you this, Alex. I know it's weird because you're on here and the people in the comments, a lot of them are people that you know. So it can be an awkward situation, and it comes to the point of this. And it's totally fine if not, but if you actually want to figure out what this is and actually like take advantage of the situation and really get into it and be vulnerable, which is something you're not comfortable with, we can do that right now. But if you don't want to, it's totally fine, and we can work on something else.
No. I mean, I've talked enough about my trauma throughout life that I'm very comfortable with like all the nasty aspects of myself. So that's totally fine.
There are no nasty aspects. There's tons of chewed gum on the bottom of this platter that you find nasty aspects, and they are not fucking nasty aspects. That's the point. It's like you take this food and you chew it up, and you're like, that person doesn't like that. And you put it under here and you go, bad Alex, gross, that's nasty, I'm gonna hide it, nobody can see it, don't look at it. And then you're like, I mean, you can see it, like, look, I'm horrible and gross, and then you cover it again.
With sarcasm, like you're like, hey, yep, I chewed that gum and stuck it to the bottom of the platter. Anyway, no, I didn't. Y'all didn't see that. Like, it's like one of those things. So, I'll give you an example. Like, Kat doesn't like mushrooms, but everybody else, like Ben and Shaden, I kind of like them. They have to be like deep fried. Anyway, so I was like, so I have mushrooms, and what'll happen is like, something will like creep in my brain from like a year, months ago, weeks ago, and be like, what did Kat mean by that? And then I'll be like, hey, Kat, I thought of this thing. You asked a question a year and 6 months ago. about this thing. And what does that mean? And so she's like, I have to go back and think about it. That would be the mushroom. Kat doesn't like mushrooms. I don't really either, but that would be the mushroom of the platter. I have healed this thing. So the only thing I can think that it is like some kind of aspect of me, right? That comes in. Now, I know this thing is there. I know that this happens. So I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to be like, hey, cat. Or hey, husband. Or hey, person. You know what I mean? If I try to hide it, it will absolutely explode.
Or
you know what I mean?
Or try to be polite, or try to, I don't want to hurt someone else's feelings, or try to, yeah, it is kind of like masking, but it's more than masking because it's chewing up a version of you and becoming goo. And then you're not a solid you anymore. And then you can't be authentic. And then the people in your life, I'm not saying this is happening to you quite exactly this extreme, but if it keeps going, you become this unauthentic person. And while you're people pleasing all these businesses, people, careers, kids, everything, you're like, who the fuck are these people? Who is this beautiful life? Where is this beautiful house? Because you're not you anymore living your authentic life. So now you've aligned yourself with all this shit that has nothing to fucking do with you. And then you'll wake up and you'll go fucking nuts and you'll be like, I don't like any of this shit. What the shit have I become? Where did this shit come from? And how the fuck did I get here? And it's simply because instead of addressing the things, you're like, for later, I'll save that for later. And it's not important now, and it's more important to save face and be polite.
Yeah.
Does this make sense?
Yeah. I mean, that's how I survived growing up. Like as a kid, all the way until I left the house. There was a certain person that I had to be around my grandparents and still have to be, and there's a person that I am around my mom to be guarded, and my dad's not in the picture.
Why do you have to be? Why do you have to be?
It just makes it easier to
For who?
get it, to deal with it and be done, sort of thing.
Who does it make it easier?
I mean, I would think everybody. That way it's not like nobody has to deal with the fighting. The attention's not on me. That sort of thing.
I'm still getting that song. And if you try to hide, it never goes away.
Okay, we're going to go back to, actually, I'm going to have you bring younger Alex in front of you and have a talk with her. This is going to be weird because as I'm, feeling this out, she's going to pretend like she knows who you are because you literally were just like, oh, hi, to whoever if they said they knew you. She doesn't recognize you. She doesn't know who you are. So this is really weird and bizarre because usually the kids will react, the younger version of people will act weird and creeped out. And this version of you doesn't act weird or creeped out at all, staring at you like they fucking know you and have no clue who the fuck you are. And that is weird. When you talk to this version of you, I don't want you to talk in teacher voice, secretary voice, mom voice. I need you to talk to her listen, bitch, this is the fucking real deal. This is talk to her like you would a friend, or that you'd want someone who genuinely cared for you would talk to you. And talk to her in your head, because she's over to the left slightly, which is weird too. She's not right in front. She's over here to the side. You're not completely bringing her in front of you. There you go. Okay, now she's in front of you.
Did you start your period at a young age?
Yeah, when I was 10.
Oh my God.
9.5. 10, right around there.
Nobody told you about it? No one told you what to expect, what to do?
No, in fact, and nobody did with my little brothers either. I gave them the talk about stuff. Because my mom was very uncomfortable.
Okay, well, if Kate's getting that, then you need to talk to that version of you specifically about what to do, how to do that. Explain that shit to her.
Oh my god. Wait. Sorry, this is totally distracting, but I just got brought a Lego.
Yep. A building block, a foundation.
Hey, Mom. I don't know how to do
It makes sense to me, at least.
Hey, tell your kid, tell them to put tell her to put the block on the foundation where it goes.
Hey, Ellie. Put the block on the foundation where it goes, honey. What foundation?
The one she's building.
The one you're building, honey. Like that? If that feels right, yeah.
Mom, what did I do?
What do you do
Feels
with it now?
It's making me lightheaded.
Where do you think it should go?
You don't have a little here, the Lego blocks that have these pretty blocks in them.
Yeah, those blocks are tiny. The other ones are big. Yeah, the other ones are Duplos.
Okay, I'll put it back on where it was.
Okay. That's where it was?
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
going along. Yeah.
Thanks, sweetie. So it was to the side. I don't know if you saw, but there was two to the side. And then she took them and put them on top so that they aligned like that.
Okay.
I felt it. It was weird. It made me lightheaded. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
It's making my uterus hurt. I don't know if you had the talk with younger Alex. It looks like you did. But
that's where I
Not like
that's-
the not
Sorry,
like
go
the
ahead.
talk like you would have with your kids, like the talk that you would have with your friend. I want you to get as like not graphic, don't scare her, but like I know you already talked to her, but like the nitty-gritty real life shit. Like, listen, bitch, like every 3 hours, every 4 hours, you're gonna need to like do this or whatever. And if you don't, that's just gonna be messy, and then it's gonna be embarrassing, and then it's gonna be like, that kind of stuff. Like, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you how it really go. Perfect. Ow, god dang. You're fast. Fuck.
It was so slow earlier.
Yeah, I know.
you wiped the fog away.
You went.
Absolutely put that back once you're done, too. Like with all this. That's some good shit.
Okay, I want you to talk to her about how you would talk to a friend or a niece or someone else's kid about, I guess, good touch, bad touch kind of shit. Not that it's wrong, but quite literally the scientific aspect of it, like what it does to your nerves, what it does to the sensations, how the trauma affects your like desires in life, all that stuff that we aren't told about, that like abuse ends up being a kink, and how to manage that, and how like it can be a vicious cycle because it'll make you feel gross and sad, and then happy, and then sad, and then confused, and then the things that turn you on make you feel guilt and shame because of the shit, and all of that. She needs to know all of it, but in a way that makes sense to her. It's really uncomfortable, and it's making like my throat clear again.
Were they really painful periods?
Yeah.
Okay, because it
Throw up.
fucking hurts. I would like to do some uterus healing. Me and Kat have a bunch.
Yeah, that's where I store all my trauma. When a friend passed in June, like it was to the point where my period was like 16 days late because of just stress, and that's the first thing to fucking go on me.
Okay. I know you're gonna do this in your head anyway, so you could say Spirit of Nine Skid.
Spirit if it's in the highest good.
Oh, okay. Please activate and apply
Please activate and apply.
Kate and Kat's
Kate and Kat.
reproductive organ
Reproductive organ
and uterine lining healings
and uterine lining healings
to wherever is needed on me.
to wherever is needed on me.
I'm going to speed it up. Okay. Are you wanting to release that stored trauma, or would you rather do it on your own? Like, I know some people are weird about that. They'd rather, like, be slow with it for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, process
Yeah.
it.
No, I'm 27. I've processed it long enough.
Okay. So because you do a lot of things with your hands, I'm getting you can just have your hand become your uterus.
Okay.
And then go.
Okay.
This really hurts. Please speed this up. Just say speed it up. I'm not a feeler. Ever. I don't like to feel. And the fact that I'm feeling this really tells me a lot. So.
Kat, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just emotional and it hurt. And then it was pulsing too when you released.
Okay, so Alex, how do you heal something? Like you yourself?
So I have a tendency to just like pull stuff out of people.
Okay.
Especially like my kids.
So with your
hands.
hands?
Yeah.
You have healing hands. Take your healing hand, whichever one it is, left or right.
Mm-hmm.
Just shove it in your uterus.
Alex, I didn't know we were gonna go to third base. Sorry. Sorry.
That's how we do. That's how we do.
Okay.
That's
Little
Alex's
head
humor.
comes up behind.
I was
What'd
holding
she
my
say?
humor. What, honey?
Little head comes on behind.
A little head comes up from behind. I'm opening goldfish right now. Sorry. I specifically was like, Mommy needs some time alone when she's on her call.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
that's like code for come bother me.
I should have known.
Who was always looming over you at that age?
At 10? Jesus.
Oh yeah. Reminds me
Yeah.
of those things that pop up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The filters.
No,
Yes.
I was raised in what was called a full gospel church. It's like an offshoot of Pentecostal, and they believe in like evangelism and praying in tongues, and the devil goes to church and like all that sort of shit.
The devil goes to church? I don't know this.
So the theory is that the devil sits in the pews with the people who go to church because just because you go to church doesn't make you holy, and the devil's always waiting to get you, sort of thing.
So the
Yeah.
devil is
Come for me, Daddy. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So it was very much like religious everything all the time. And my grandparents ran children's church and everything else. So
Would you say that
This is
Jesus.
releasing stuff from the. This is releasing stuff from the like uterus womb while she's talking about it. Anyway.
would you say that Jesus was on your left shoulder?
yeah. When I
Okay.
picture it, yeah.
Okay, so just get them off. Just don't flick your earbuds off, but you know.
It was like lopsided.
Yeah.
I'm always lopsided, like down to my titties.
Just fumes the Yeah.
Gotta sing 'em.
Yeet the Jesus.
Eat the Jesus.
Okay, so Was there someone, the one that I was thinking of? So Jesus was obviously correct, but like the one that I was seeing was back here, straight up, looking down like this. This person. I guess it would be like a preacher. I don't know. Like if you got religion right away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, so when I turned 12, we got kicked out of the church because I started wearing Ozzy Osbourne t-shirts.
Oh.
And
Did you
to
bark
church.
at the moon?
But I was told, yes, I barked at the moon. And then, yeah, the pastor kicked my grandparents out of like children's church and children's choir. That was a big deal. And then
I almost got kicked out for Evanescence.
I got in trouble at church camp for wearing a crass shirt because it was a cross with a
Jaden.
no symbol.
But they called my mom and my grandparents into like the church office, and it was a meeting of like all the pastors that were there because there was multiple pastors in, and it was like, your daughter is the devil's whore now, and you're going to find her.
Sorry.
Yes,
Sorry.
you're going to find her swinging in a tree in a couple years if you don't stop this, that sort of thing. Yeah.
That sounds like a really fun time, actually. Thanks, pastors. I will be doing that.
Yeah. I mean, it was the place that had like, do you know what a hell house is?
That like a little closet that they lock you in.
No, it's like an alternative to a haunted house where they. It's ridiculous. You can Google them. It's an alternative. It's a Christian haunted house where you like go through. They make all these rooms and everything just like a haunted house, and it's like, they'll have a woman getting abortions with like piles of fetuses and blood splattering everywhere, and like a guy shooting up with a dirty heroin needle in the next room, and like you go through, and then at the end you talk to the pastors or whoever's on the team to like, this is what Jesus. Sorry. Like this is what's going to happen to your soul if you do these things, and this is of worldly influence and Satan, and yeah. So they were not the greatest people.
I'm just gonna, there's strings everywhere, so can I just, like, collect the strings out? I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna fuck them up, but, like, in a healing way. Oh no, the walls are down.
Yeah, because I got wrecking ball of walls, but they don't need it anymore. It's like cardboard. They just came down.
Okay. Alex,
Yes.
I think you need to put your hands in here.
Okay. My healing hands.
Yes.
My trauma pants.
Your trauma pants. Okay. Yes.
It's like
You just,
it's like corn on the cob when you're pulling like the little strings off.
yeah. It's like,
Oh,
it's like you're giving everybody like an opportunity to see this thing for what it is. It's very like releasing of soul fragments and all that shit.
It's doing something really blurry to your vision, too, and I don't know what that is. So, will you do me a favor? I'm going to do a different analogy than Kate has been using the last couple of times. Will you describe to me, without looking at it, your couch?
it's blue and it's fluffy and kind of stained and broken on one side or on the right side.
You're a seer. I mean,
Sorry.
you do feel and you do know. Something happened at this age where your sight, like, I don't know what it was, but your sight is gone. Because as soon as you started, like, doing the things, the vision in the forehead went zzz. Do you remember being a seer? Like,
Yeah, but I was thinking about this last night. Like when we went to like Benny Hinn, the healing evangelist that travels around. Like, I remember somebody brought something there that was like just a very dense cloud of negative energy and everything, which is ironically what I work with now. But it was like swooping around the arena, and it was like St. Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. And I remember seeing that and being like, why is nobody else freaking out about this? Like, does nobody else like feel that? Because when I was little, it was like, that was a scary feeling. That was like demonic energy.
You could see it clearly.
Yeah.
Can you do this, Spirit?
Something
Please release,
always-
remove, and undo.
When it comes to
Sorry.
the next video, Bluey just takes long. It just takes so long for the
Can you ask brother to help you with that?
yeah, but can you help me?
I will in just a little bit, okay? Louis is not loading, sorry.
Okay, Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
please release, remove, and undo
please release where you move and undo
anything and everything
anything and everything
done to my spiritual sight
done to my spiritual sight
by any motherfucker
by any motherfucker
that was not my highest good.
that was not in the highest good. That was like all in my chest.
Holy
Right.
fuck.
Hey, that thing that's on the ceiling that's swooping around and shit, that whenever you went to that arena, you said,
Yeah.
you can eat it. You can eat it and transmute it.
Your now self that uses, you literally said, I work with that energy. Grab all of that shit, all that goodness. Taste the biscuit,
Oh my god, no!
grab all of it.
Taste the biscuit.
Feels great.
Do you taste the biscuit? Sorry.
I hate that it infiltrates anyway, because I just never mind. I won't. I want to go into like the TikTok thing of how like people will be like this rare sound and nobody's on this TikTok because it's only 270 videos, and it's like, no, we all have it. It's just shit, and we're just
Nobody
not
likes
making
it.
we're just not using that filter until everybody's like, oh, it's rare, I'll use it, and then they use it and they're like, I'm on rare TikTok too, and then it's like, this is the new cord, this is the new berries and cream, and it's like, it's all shit, it's all fucking shit. It's not that great until everybody makes it great, you fucks.
Why is-
Sorry.
Why is it all food? It's all food.
If you like
Corn,
it,
biscuits,
I don't
food.
apologize. No, I'm just kidding.
Taste the biscuit. Sorry. Damn it.
What's going on, guys? Okay, can you help Ellie? Okay, turn it off. Turn it off and then turn it back on. It's either on the floor or on the side of the couch.
What happened? What else happened? Sorry. Are you done talking to
Yeah.
Ellie?
I am. The TV is being weird and not loading and freezing up, and I am probably fucking something up.
I'm just gonna clean off the electronics really quick. Okay, so something else happened at that arena because it looks like you're frozen there. Somebody's frozen there because you're just like, that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, so the reason that we went was partially because my oldest brother, who's younger than me, but the oldest of the four, is autistic, and we were going there to get healed, like get him healed from autism.
Oh,
Great.
Hmm.
And then like I'm discovering things about myself, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have autism too. And
Hmm.
so, yeah.
all that crap that was on your electronics and your house and all that, you can either do the house cleanse on it or you can eat it. I have the ball of it. It's just shit, not doo doo, but like, you know what I mean? Like a spiritual gunk, if that makes sense. You already took it from me. That's fine. You said sorry.
That was not polite.
This kind of thing where she was like,
You already took it from me.
cool,
Sorry.
garbage, cool. Crow fingers.
Sorry, I took my own spiritual dust from you, Kate. Like, it's great. It's great. Interesting, though. You transmute it pretty fast, and I'm trying to figure out what you transmute it to because I don't see the other side. So you must use it for, like, energy.
It's
What's up?
past, present, and future workings is what I got.
Okay, so that makes sense.
It's like to help others. It's never for yourself. It literally goes into other people's stuff, and it's like when you collect it, it gets evenly distributed to amp up past, present, and future. And that's why your stuff is always so good, is because you're always feeding it, nourishing it. So future you is nourishing your now you with the stuff too.
Yeah. So what? It's funny because when I was first processing all of the trauma of my entire childhood, when it would get overwhelming, it was like I would imagine it like going into like a little like ornate lockbox and like sticking it on a shelf, and there was like a room full of boxes and everything with like these little things stuck in there for either later or like to process later, that sort of thing. Don't do that as often now. Like not
You need to go in
consciously.
there. Go in there.
Yeah.
And open all the boxes right now.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Can't you see my collection?
I'm the trash man digging up. It's all just garbage.
It's so good, though. Okay. It's getting stuck in your nose. Why isn't it going down anymore?
Is she too full now?
Yeah.
Transmute your banked energy. There you go.
Did that clear your sinuses or anything? Because I'm trying to think of how you would know when it's full.
You know what? My sinuses are like a constant issue. So
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
that makes sense. Okay.
So when you have that stuffed up energy, it's just a backed up duct. And it's from that energy. So you just need to like I see you go like this. It kind of like transmutes it.
Okay.
Instead of like saying a phrase or whatever. It's just
Yeah. I heard like, in Among Us, I don't know if you guys have played it, but like there's the trash chute that you have to do like as one of the jobs, and it's like it makes a noise like vroom, like that. And that's heard.
I've seen little clips of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I wanna know the reason behind the sinuses. Like I get what you're saying, optimistic cynic, because I've been wanting to do the ear candling thing because I feel like it would feel so good. But then I'm like, what are the reason behind the sinuses? You know what I mean? It's like your body doesn't do things for no reason. It was that, I mean,
I thought I already addressed why. Did I not? Is there more there?
no, optimistic cynic said that they would do professional ear candling or whatever, ear candling done professionally. And I was saying as a whole, instead of like doing stuff like that, try to figure out why the sinuses are coming up.
Yeah, I already addressed it. That why the sinuses were coming up. It was a backed
Yeah.
up duct.
Yeah.
Oh, you were answering them.
Yes.
Got it. I was like, why aren't you hearing me? And then you're like, Kat, why aren't you hearing me? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this. I clearly said I was talking about this. And I'm like, but me. And you're like, correct.
Anyway,
How do I
optimistic cynic.
say?
Okay, I think the arena's all good. You're still there.
Ask everybody if they want to. No, you don't have to say sorry. Ask everybody.
Is it empty for you guys?
Oh. Why are you still here?
Is that why I can't finish my sentence? Because I'm like, ask everybody. Ask everybody. Ask everybody.
Yeah, like to go home, but it's like, but everybody's not here. And I feel like there's a spotlight in the middle of the arena. Can you just, can you say, Spirit, what do I need to do here? Spirit, what do we need to do here? What is this? Something about the show must go on. Y'all were there to get a cure for your brother's autism? Can you just say, I think we should go? Like to that version of you. I think it's time to go. I feel like you.
The little suitcase. That can't be right.
Is this like an internal thing? You know that song that's like, I can't, no way, won't say that I'm in love. Dun, 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 dun. From Hercules.
So many Disney. So many Disney references.
I have no idea why that song's coming up. She's in a freaking arena by herself.
But it's teenage me. And I was a teenager then.
Well, it might have gone to the next part.
Like we're all done here.
Yeah, especially if Alex just naturally just goes to the next thing without having to use the prompt. Were you afraid to, like, be in love?
Oh, yeah. My mom's on her 4th husband right now, so. But I got married very young, so.
And you said something about an ex being a female. How many exes and, like, how many different kinds of relationships have you had? Because you've been with your partner for, like, a really long time, your husband, right?
Yeah, I've been with him for 9 years. And then my girlfriend before him, I was with from the time I was 12 until I was 17.
What? I'm sorry. I don't know if you want to talk about that. What the fuck happened? Why the betrayal? What happened? Because, like, that was someone you trusted, the only person that you trusted in your whole fucking existence, and the betrayal was thick.
Yeah. So it was a long distance relationship. It was very, like, there was a lot of lying on both of our parts, like making up entire life stories that were not real and relatives that were not real. And we were supposed to live in New York together and I was supposed to go to New York School of Visual Arts with her. And then all of a sudden she up and moved to Florida, went to Full Sail University, and then broke up with me because she wanted to party, basically.
This hurts your back when you're talking about it. I don't know what that is.
Is she still, like, she still thinks about you, I'm guessing, right?
I mean, I assume because like she'll message me every once in a while or send me like a weird Snapchat of her cat.
Okay, because that's what I was getting in the beginning of this, but then I was like, I don't know if that's what we should be going into right now. So can you just, like, get her off of your back? Like, she doesn't need to latch onto you like that.
Back. Too much shit in here.
Literal fucking baggage.
Yes.
Why were their claws so dug in?
Claw, like, it's like if you took claws
Mountain
and mixed with horse hooves. Like, just fucking, yeah, like goat,
mountain
mountain
climbing
goat.
gear.
Yes.
Uh, was her home life not that great, I'm guessing?
No, hers wasn't. No.
Okay. So I'm guessing it was kind of like a latching onto you, but you said that, it was
Yeah.
mutual.
Yeah, it was mutual
Okay.
codependency. Like that was my only person in the entire world.
Yeah, but it was mutual codependency, and you're taking a lot of the brunt of that. You're like, oh yeah, it was my fault too. Like codependent too. She fucking lied, like a lot.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, like to the point where it's like, how much of it was even true at all? So I feel like that's a piece of the chewed up gum that you were just like, oh yeah, it was a bad relationship. Like I was codependent too, and blah blah blah. You were honest through the entire fucking thing. Like I'm scanning it, even as a teenager, just complete and total honesty, vulnerability, just laid the fuck out there for everything she said. Almost what 87, 92% of it was bullshit. Wow. 96 of it. 96%?
Would you want to get her out of your head too?
Sure.
Okay. Should do that. It's very gummy though, and it makes me think that the more you touch it, the more it sticks. So use like a spatula if you have to and just fucking fling it off. Like that. Yes.
Is that? Oh my God. So I had a reading done by somebody, and they could not even talk to my spirits. This was like 2 years ago, because they said it was just black tar. That's all that they could see. We couldn't hear
Lilith just said like a fucking
like a black and black. Okay.
There you go.
I was gonna say like pour MEK on it.
Uh-huh. I think you should.
Pour
Okay.
MEK. Okay.
Oh my God, that feels so fucking good. Do you know, like, okay, this reminds me, like, way more intense than this, but equivalent to, I guess, when you're walking fully dressed. When I see these people walking fully dressed outside, like, they look like they're going either to work, from work, or to an appointment or something, and I know that they don't feel how sticky they are until they get inside the AC, and then they're just gonna be like, God. So it feels like you've been walking around fully dressed with her stuff all over you, and it's like it's gonna feel so fucking good to get that off.
You can copy and paste this, Alex, to wherever you need to. Because I do see something in your house with it. And I don't know if it's like a memory from hers, whatever this is. So like just copy and paste it to your house, that fucking spatula healing.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I got too, Cynic. A literal backpack, but then I was like,
It's empty, but it's cute. It's like it's emptied it all out, but is it an identity thing? Like you've had that baggage for so long, it's just kind of part of you?
Yeah.
Eat it.
like a vacuum, bruh.
Yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
because then it's still a part of you. It's just in a
You
way
can- useful.
you can use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why I've been like depressed for so long, and like waves in and out of like I'm okay, I'm not, I'm okay.
She's still on you. Like it's almost as if the hurt was happening every day all over again.
been so fucking long. Like, why?
Can you just tell your team you're no longer interested in that energy if you want? Like, hmm. Yep.
Do you have underwear on before you jump on the bed? Because there's a lot of people watching.
There's a camera.
There's a whole camera, honey.
Alex, this makes me want to like lift my hair up. Have you been thinking of like cutting your hair?
Yeah, I was trying to grow it out, but I'm getting sick of it, like being on my neck.
Can you do Kate's Manic Panic washout healing to your hair to get all that off? There you go. It was like stagnant, like I don't feel that the hair doesn't feel heavy anymore. It doesn't feel like gross on my neck anymore.
That would make sense. I mean, because of hair holding memories and energy and everything.
Mm-hmm. When's the last time you had long
Um, before the pandemic.
Did you have it whenever, like 12 to 17? Did you have long hair?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was full scene kid.
Mom,
hair? Yeah.
I got some undies on.
Thank you for getting undies on.
Can you do the manic panic washout healing to your hair as a 12 to 17-year-old too?
There we go.
Now,
There we go.
on the bed.
God, your hair was long, bro.
So I think you put it on the bed now, Mom.
And I cut it all myself with a women's razor.
Nice.
No, it was bad.
It reminds me of Empire Records.
Watch me get it on the bed now.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't, but I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
It was my favorite movie. It was so good that I cassette tape recorded it so I could listen to it in school. Like that's how much I loved it. And she goes in and she shaves her head because she has like a manic episode or whatever. And she goes into the sink at work and she shaves her head with like a big razor, and it's just like stuff all over the sink or whatever. And the girls that are there are just like shock me with that deviant behavior. And she's got like someone says something about going to heaven, and she has like these bandages on her wrist, and she's like, yeah, I tried to get into heaven with a lady Bic. I wasn't allowed at the door. Like they didn't let me in. So, and then something about the hair, like, oh, you're such a rebel, and she's like, it's still in the sink if you want to glue it. I don't know. It's a whole scene. Just
Mom. Now, could you watch it?
Yes.
How do you feel?
Spacey? Yeah.
As fuck.
This is not like normal for me.
Okay, do you want to activate your divine grounding straps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all directions,
Right.
not just on the ground.
That's nice.
This one's broken. Can you just bring it back? Bring it back and repair it with your hands. Okay. And then you should be able to ground with it again. Okay.
No, I don't think I do, Lilith. Lilith asked if I had a filter on. I don't think so. It's just dark. I'm in a dark space.
I had like some weird effect on at the beginning of this, and I like turned it off. It was
It
weird.
does weird shit when you go live. It's like, you're going live? I'm sure you want this filter.
I'm sure you want 100
Yeah, it
eyes.
does. It looks like sepia. Yep. It does.
I feel like we're done.
I didn't
Does
see
that seem right? Okay, and then also your kid Ellie is pulling you away, which I know to you, you're like, no, she's just bothering me, whatever, but that's a sign. It's like we're done type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she just asked me to turn around and watch her. So. Just a minute, okay? All right. Almost.
Summary LA girl.
That's the name of my filter, Lilith. I'll patent it.
Oh my gosh.
New filter for TikTok. Okay. I'm just gonna list the things and you're gonna do them. Because that's how you work. So you're going to closing statements. Residual. Put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it. All 4 quadrants. Most dead timelines. Merge all timelines to the most healed timeline. Release soul fragments, no longer in the highest good. Release soul contracts, no longer in the highest good. Make an amendment before the merging and the aligning that you need to merge all versions of you. Calibrate them, return them to the correct dimensions. That's a step before that part. That goes there. Perfect. And then align self, family, friends, relationships, pets, career, home, clarity, prosperity, purpose, money tree healing, most healed timeline, rightfully and already yours, receiving what's rightfully and already yours, back to your now moment. Perfect. And then put your fog back up and disconnect from everybody. There you go. Cool.
Thank you, guys.
That kind of works great for a session. Not so great for podcasts, but great for a session. No, it's cool.
I can say the things.
No.
By the way, for everyone in the podcast, Alex did the things, and now Alex is doing the things, and no.
Okay. All right. And then this will probably be up in about a week or so, just letting you know. And then we both, I post them as they come out. In about 3 weeks, Kate will also be mentioning that there's a podcast with you on it. It's great. I love it because then it gets everybody into different episodes. I think it's fun. Anyway, yeah, that was good. Thank you, Alex. We really appreciate it.
No,
thanks,
thank
Ellie.
you guys. Thanks for spending all that time. They said thanks, Ellie.
Bye, Ellie. Bye, Alex. Bye, Kat.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
To book a dual session with Kate and Kat, visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with Captain Kate at www.captainkate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Kat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.